right, who's with me tonight? If y'all just give me a second, I want to share this on my laptop here. I'm at the Hear and Play studio tonight. It's working a little later, but I thought I'd do a Facebook Live coming at you. And real quick, I'm going to share this. All right. Man, who's here with me? Nike, I see you. Bob, how you doing? Bob called me out. I posted a video of me working out. I was so proud of it. And he said, oh, you only had 95 pounds on there? Because you could do, with CrossFit. In fact, I'm going to be talking a little bit about that today. CrossFit always kind of gives you different levels. So anybody out there scared of CrossFit, I started at CrossFit at a heavy 220. Had already lost a little bit of weight. But they have this thing called RX. I think RX comes from the medical profession. Isn't that what the doctor ordered or something like that? And then, here's these notifications again. I keep forgetting to do the do not disturb. So RX is like what the doctor ordered, and then there's like RX Plus. And I've progressed, just step by step, growth oriented. And he called me out for not doing RX Plus because I think we all should do what we can do. And it's a disservice to ourselves to see that we could do something and not do it. I just didn't see it though, Bob. I didn't see it. Prescribed, what the doctor ordered. Prescribed. There we go. It says, hey, stud, what do you have for us tonight? Joe Lavery is back. Appreciate that. Graham English, what's up, man? From over the pond, right, Graham? And so something occurred to me today. I want to talk about negative things we say to ourselves without realizing it, because I'm guilty of this one. Man, and I'm guilty of just like, even when I'm working out, this is across life, by the way, but I'm guilty of the ugly face when I'm working out. And the ugly face doesn't make it easier. Like if I'm doing a hard workout, I have the ugliest, meanest, angriest face ever. And I remind myself to smile. And I actually got this from one of my old trainers, Jay Walker. Shout out to him. He said, man, smiling actually makes it better. Like actually correct yourself in that whatever moment you're in, whatever difficulty you're in, just try to smile. So now I'm at the cycling thing, and they got mirrors in the front, and you can see yourself. It's like lights and all this like music and theatrics, but sometimes they turn on the lights, and you can see yourself. And I'm reminded of my angry face, and I turn it into a smile. Something about that energy just gets me through that song, whatever we're doing. So I want to talk about negative things we say, and it's kind of inspired. I forgot his name, but you'll know who you are because I know you're. I said trying to reconnect. What's going on here? But you'll know who you are, the person who inspired this, the Nutrition Shop. So I got like this little regimen that I do, right? I've been talking a while. I get up, I meditate, I pray, I drink water, I try to stretch, right? I'm trying to be proactive about my day. I'm trying to control the trajectory of my day. And then it'll include either doing some cycling over at Spin Class, local cycles where I go locally here. And then I'll head straight over to CrossFit. I'll try to do a Facebook Live in between. I'll get that workout in. I'll feel pumped, feel good. This is all before like 9:30, 10, right? Then I'll go to the Nutrition Shop. And then I'll go to like Chipotle. And I got this regimen. By 10, I'm ready like to work. 10, 11, I'm ready. I'm pumped. I feel like I've accomplished, my goals, right? And I've proactively got them out the way. So there's a new guy in the Nutrition Shop. Shout out to you, right? And I come in just like normal, and I'm like, hey man, how you doing? And I always ask people how they're doing. That's just my thing. And he says, man, just another day. And the thing about Nutrition Shops, most of the guys working there are like, they're into nutrition and health and fitness. They're usually bodybuilders. This guy's noticeably fit, but just another day. I buy my protein shake, then I head over to Chipotle, and they all know me in there. We have a good time. I make it a point to, ask how people are doing. Smile, be happy, project that positivity that I want given back to me. The next day, I repeat my routine, whatever it's going to be. I go into the same Nutrition Shop. There's the same brother. Hey, man, how you doing? Just another day. And so that's the second day. And then just so happens one of his other colleagues, I told him about my page, and I'm just trying to motivate people. He knows about my transformation. And I guess he told this guy. So I told this guy to check it out. We came in the next day, and he was excited about the page. Hey man, how you doing? Just another day. And I use this opportunity. I said, you know what, man? I said, whenever you're trying to give someone advice, this is the key thing I realized. Always give them an out. Don't assume that what you're saying is right. Always say, hey man, you can do what you want. That's how I started. I forgot how I did exactly. But I was like, hey man, you can do what you want. But when you say just another day, I said, man, I don't know if I can agree with you on that one, because this is a day you've never seen before, man. This day today, November 10th, 2016, it's not another day. It's not another day. This is a day you've never seen before. This is an hour, a minute, a second, just to be here. It's not another day. It's not another day. And he looked at me, he was like, you're right. You're right. It's not another day. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't mean to be, all in your business or anything. Do what you want. But, I just kind of believe like our words are more powerful than we think they are. And we kind of project things out, and they control us more than we think. And so I came in the next day, CrossFit, spin class, whatever I did that day, I came in, hey brother, how you doing? He changed up his tone. It was not just another day anymore. It was like, man, my future is bright. The day is good. I forgot what he said, but it was like the opposite of that. And I was like, are you just saying that because of me? He was like, nah, man, what you actually said stuck with me. And I'm not saying it's just another day, because it really isn't just another day. I said, man, we did the little fist pump. And it was just a moment. It was just a moment. And I was just glad not only to be in that position to just share something that I believe, but it's because I've been through that. And I have to constantly remind myself, like the gym is a perfect thing. And anybody, if you see me with the angry, nasty, I know Kevin, one of our coaches, is on. You see me with the angry face when I'm trying to do a workout, trying to get through a CrossFit workout, feel free to remind me of this, because every day I'm trying to take what's negative and replace it with positive. It could be a facial expression. There's this thing called I don't really try to curse, but the standing B face. I hear people talk about this. They refer to them as themselves that way. The standing B face. What that means is when you just look normal, you look like, don't talk to me. Like that is just a facial expression. And some people portray and project this without knowing it. It's just this like, don't talk to me face. And I never want to be that person. I always want to be someone who's inviting, who exudes positivity, smiles. That's in Napoleon Hill's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Napoleon Hill, yeah. Smiling. You'd be surprised how far smiling goes. Man, but before I move on, man, let me just see who is here. Greg, weigh in tomorrow. Yes, I'll be there, Greg. Brian, smiling. Renee, thank you for being on. Harry, good to see you. Kevin, good to see you. Man, I just got your message. I'm definitely going to be getting in touch with you, Kevin. Both Kevins, Kevin Castillo, Alfreda, the rest in B-Face. That's right. It's true. It's true. You're vibrating at the frequency of appreciation, my man. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. And so my point is, here's my point though, because we all got our negative things we say. It may not be, yeah, man, it's just another day. But you know what I was guilty of? What I was guilty of is accepting praise. Growing up, we all have what we worry about. And a lot of us, including myself, what I had was I'm not good enough, or, some people call it imposter syndrome. Here I am being blessed and elevated to places I've never seen before. I'm on the board of directors of organizations and institutions, and I'm the young one and this one. And our mind is always telling us things, and and so for the longest, even now, someone says something good to you, and what are things we say? Something I would say a lot, and I try to correct myself. Man, I'm trying. Oh, man, I'm trying to be like you, man. We like deflected. Who does that? We all do that, right? I ain't doing nothing over here, man. Stuff like that. translate it to however you would say it, but that's how I would say it. Like, yeah, man, I ain't doing nothing. And we're trying to be humble. But it doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve us. When somebody gives you a compliment, you're better off just saying thank you. Accept it. Like, especially if you worked hard for it. I work hard for these guns. Now, if you compliment these guns, I'm not going to say, I'm trying. Now, I have said that, but I've gotten to the place where, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Working hard at it. Working hard at it. And I remember one of the coaches at CrossFit said the weight is 275. And this was the day I was trying to, like, try this challenge. I challenge each and every one listening to me is just try to be conscious of negative thoughts. I don't care any thought. And just try to zap it, like zap. As soon as it happens, zap. And then it's weird, but ask the person to ask you again. So I even went to the coach. I said, man, I'm trying to correct my negative thoughts. Ask me that again. You know, he was like, the weight is 275. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it. Like, it was just that. I'm doing it. Now, if I fail, that's okay. But I'm going to replace this, I'm trying, or, oh gosh. We all do this naturally. And you know, it's kind of a part of herd mentality too. Like, fit in, go along with the herd, don't stand out, you know, complain. And we're just conditioned to do that. But Marianne Williamson reminded us of this. She said, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. She said, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Right? You've heard it. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Right? You're playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people can won't feel insecure around you. That's what I have to remind myself of. Because you know what? When you shine and you actually accept whatever it is, whatever your greatness is, and whatever you're walking into and progressing into, when you accept that, you give them permission to shine too. Right? It says my connection is weak. Is anyone on a computer in there? Because I'm using the Wi-Fi. That could be what's going on. Actually, it's me too over here streaming this. Yeah. So I have to learn this. I'm constantly reminding myself, Jermaine, are you shrinking in this situation to make people comfortable? Now, there's a difference. Arrogance is trying to proactively make people shrink. Like, arrogance is you want to make people small so that you are elevated. That's different. That's arrogance. That's putting people down. It's not even you rising. It's you staying here and I got to lower everybody else down. That's arrogance. But standing up and being who you are, that's not arrogance. That's confidence. Standing up. You have the right and you have the ability to stand up and to let your light shine and not sit down. Right? And wisdom to know the difference. I'm going to add the serenity prayer in here. So just, take inventory. Hey, let's make this a group thing. What are some other negative things that we say? If you can think of any things that we all just say naturally. They're accepted, conditionally accepted, but we say them, but they don't really serve us. Help me out because, I got my list, but I'm pretty sure there's some things that we just throw them out there and we're now conscious. That's the first step of anything, is to just be like, I'm thinking of it. It's on my radar. And when it's on your radar, then we can change or we can work at it. Let me see who else is in the house. Nike, just read that book last year. That's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Lawton, good to see you, brother. Keep up the hard work. Thank you. Travis, Graham says, I got a 5-month-old baby. As soon as he's sleeping through the night, I'm going to work on keeping up with you in the fitness arena, man. Inspired. Thank you. See, before I would have been like, man, I'm trying. You got it, Graham. I'm trying to be like you, stuff like that. No, thank you, Graham. And I can't wait. I can't wait to hear from you in that regard when you start or, continue on your journey down this path. Joanne, welcome. Matthew, great stuff. Just what I need to start my weekend in South Africa. Wow. I wonder what time it is in South Africa. Lawton says, thank you. That's right. Bang, bang. Bob says, ha ha, swole. I see the soft flex. All right, Joshua. Love Marianne Williamson, says Renee. I do too. I swear I'm going to be a big-time music producer when I have somebody like you in my corner. Jason, you already are. That's another thing too. You know, when we get rid of our negative self-talk and we actually start talking positive to ourselves, positive is it's about today, but it's also about what I'm becoming. And it's okay to have that self-talk like I am. When you use the words I am, now it may not be totally true, but you say I am that already. You know, I am that. Reality hasn't caught up with it, but I'm already there. You ask people that make it to whatever level, in their mind, they were already that. They got to get to work and stay hungry, as Les Brown would say. But you're already there. You're making the strides and the steps to get there. Lawton says, clarify. I love it. Tiffany, welcome. Brian shared a link there. Try. Graham said, try is a big one we say that holds us back. Yeah, I think I'm not capturing all the context of the word try, but I think definitely in the context of I'm trying, I don't think you're either doing it or not. Trying I'd have to look up the word and really get the background of it, but I don't like that word either. Either you're doing it or you're not. Trying is one of those shrinking words to me. It's one of those words you use just to, like Marianne Williamson said, to shrink so that people feel a little bit more comfortable. But you have permission to shine. Shine. I'm not smart enough, Nakensha says. Even though I clearly make A's in school, my mind, I have to work on that. Yeah, that's the funny thing about life is we have evidence. Oh, I have so much evidence to back up things personally in my own life. And you said it yourself. Getting straight A's, but still we allow our mind in situations to make us feel like we're not this or we're not adequate. I've got so much proof, and I'm still battling the same things. You know, I'll leave it at that. But let's just say my first invitation to the White House was in 2007, and I didn't go because I felt intimidated by who I thought was going to be there. Still working on Jermaine back then. And I already had proof. There was a reason I was being invited. You don't just get that invitation. It was a bunch of, entrepreneurs like myself, and I was like, and I came up with whatever excuse not to go. And we all have that, so what's that thing that next level, and it's there and you have the opportunity to do it, but you're holding your own self back because of the comfort levels. And growth lies with being uncomfortable, at least positive growth. They say comfort is a wonderful place, but nothing grows there. So take that as you will. Chris, welcome to the live. Lawton says, don't be afraid to be built up. Sterling Sample, thank you for being here. I'll try my best, Bob said. That's another one. I'll try my best. No, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. And I'm going to remind myself, I'm telling you, anybody from CrossFit, you ever hear me talking the wrong way? Kevin, I'm talking the wrong way? Remind me. This is something we all got to learn, self-talk. We're our own biggest critic. It's the truth. You're always talking about other people and stuff, but no, it really starts with us. We're our own biggest critic. We're our own biggest judge. We hold ourselves back more than anybody would hold us back. I've already talked about being the president of your own life. Regardless of the election, you're president of your own life. No one's going to do it like you're going to do it for you, and that's just the truth. Jonathan Wynn, my fellow high school ASB president. Shout out. What's up, Jermaine? Need to catch up soon. Great to see your continued enthusiasm on Facebook Live. Yes, sir, man. Like I said, I started this October 31st, and this is a part of it because I would be that guy like, I read a lot, I got a lot to say, but I'm the classic lurker on social media, right? I'm looking at other posts, liking. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be that guy. I said that for years with overwhelming proof that I got something to say. If they can say it, I have overwhelming proof I have something to say. And for years, even myself, I would be like, nah, but I'm here now. And if you'll be with me, I'll be here. That's it. I'm going to keep it short there. So if no one has any other contributions to the negative self-talk, that's the message today, is to just kind of take inventory of certain things that we say, and even nonverbal things. For me, it's that angry, ugly face when I'm working really hard And the truth is that face is not helping me get through the workout. It's not. When I actually am conscious of it and look in the mirror or whatever and change it actually to a smile, like a striving smile. It's not like I'm just being weird and happy, but just minor changes, little hinges swing big doors. I truly believe that. So I'll be back. And John Brown says, I've been interrupting my pattern. Thank you. I've been tuned in. Absolutely, John. Everything's about pattern interrupts. And if you don't like the pattern that's existing, interrupt it. If you don't like a pattern someone else is exhibiting, interrupt it. And once you interrupt it, you've got your own attention, or you got their attention. And now, we can make real change. Kiss the kiddos for me. I sure will. I'm headed home now. So thank you guys for joining me. I'll be back. And please like, share this, comment, pass it on to anyone who needs to hear about it. Negative things we say without realizing, and how to redirect that to something positive. That's the message for today. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.